Jakarta, Indonesia's capital, is facing an alarming reality. It's often referred to as the world's most rapidly sinking city, and the statistics are staggering. By 2050, experts predict that up to 95% of Jakarta could be submerged. Imagine that, a bustling metropolis, rich in culture and history, potentially disappearing from the map. So, what's causing this dramatic sinking? The primary culprit is groundwater extraction. Jakarta relies heavily on underground water sources, and as the population has surged, so has the demand for water. People are drilling deeper and deeper, pulling out more groundwater than can be replenished. This excessive extraction causes the ground to sink, sometimes as much as 10 inches a year in certain areas. It's like trying to fill a balloon with air while simultaneously poking holes in it. But that's not the only factor at play. Jakarta is also built on a swampy landscape, which makes it inherently vulnerable to sinking. The city is situated on low-lying ground, and with rising sea levels due to climate change, the situation becomes even more precarious. The ocean is creeping closer, and as the land sinks, it's like a double whammy: more water and less land. Urbanization adds another layer to this crisis. As the city expands, concrete and asphalt replace natural landscapes, which disrupts the natural drainage systems. When heavy rains hit, instead of soaking into the ground, the water floods the streets, exacerbating the problem. The city's infrastructure struggles to cope, and the result is a vicious cycle of flooding and sinking. The government is aware of the impending disaster and has proposed ambitious plans to tackle the issue. One of the most talked about solutions is the construction of a massive seawall to protect the city from rising tides. They're also looking into creating new reservoirs and improving drainage systems. However, these projects require significant investment and time, and the clock is ticking. The people of Jakarta are feeling the effects of this crisis firsthand. Communities are being displaced, and the fear of losing their homes is palpable. Imagine waking up one day to find that your neighborhood is now underwater. It's a reality that many are grappling with. And it's not just an environmental issue, it's a social and economic one too. As we look toward the future, we must consider the lessons Jakarta offers. It's a stark reminder of the consequences of unsustainable practices and the urgent need for responsible urban planning. The fate of Jakarta could serve as a wake-up call for cities around the world facing similar challenges. If we don't act now, we might find ourselves in a similar situation, watching as our own cities slowly sink beneath the waves.